Hey y'all, I'm back. It's the next day, a couple days actually, and it is windy outside. Also got the shop tree up. Gotta get festive, you know? So, I watched a video, and yeah, these literally just pull off. It was just so stuck on that surface, it was just really pressed on there. But now I'm just taking the timing cover off here. We're gonna continue the disassembly. This crank now rotates. Albeit still a little stiff, but it actually rotates. So I don't know why this engine was locked up per se, but we're just going to keep tearing it apart. I'm this far, might as well open her up and see if there's anything in the actual teeth. Yeah, the story behind here is my waste oil furnace that I built myself. Yeah, she's down at the moment. It's not really working properly. Needs more forced air. So it doesn't burn up all the fuel, and then it overflows, and then I'm breathing in, it leaks it out. It's just a complete fire hazard and respiratory hazard. So right now I'm just raw dogging it in the cold here. It's probably like a negative wind chill of 0 degrees outside Fahrenheit, so it's honestly not too bad because I'm not in the wind, but I can't feel my fingertips right now. But you know, for the sake of YouTube content and to make me feel like I accomplished something today, and get these all over my wooden workbench, we're getting somewhere. We're fighting that rubber seal. There we go. Okay, so I was incorrect. This is not a timing cover, but we're definitely getting somewhere. And you can see that seal right there. Kind of hard to tell in the video, but she's a little kitty wampus. So that was definitely leaking anyways. Dipstick is stuck. Let me just use a torch over my, you know, diesel covered table. Yeah, I don't have much ventilation in here. Maybe I'll save this for a warmer day. That smell gives me like the burnt consistency of like cigarette butts and like a 80s theme bar. Like, I'm not even kidding, this smells like my old 1985 Z28 Camaro. Well, I'd say the block is ready to split now. We pretty much removed everything that we can remove. I was trying to remove this, but obviously I couldn't. So I'm just going to start, you know, unbuzzing it and then actually split it in half. Have it, folks. Stuff's all going to start falling apart now, so I'm going to lie her on her side. Pick her up. There we have it. Now let's see what the real damage is here. Doing a little engine diagnostics here, and I don't see any issues. Everything in here is fine. I don't see any chunks of metal or any stripped teeth anywhere. So I think our issue might be these valves. These are not moving at all. They are stuck. I shouldn't say valves. The rollers, the tappets, the push rods, push rod, tappet assembly, whatever. But anyways, yeah, these guys aren't moving, and that could totally explain as to why, if this couldn't move, it'd bind everything else up, because the camshaft can't move. So then the crank couldn't move. It's basically a mini Ford 300, you know. Yeah, that's kind of that's a long comparison, but anyways, let's see if we can tap these on out. Don't worry, I'll label which one goes where. Gosh, how did these get lubricated? Well, that's good for it. One down, 3 to go. Yeah, this exhaust valve on the left side of the block here, tap it, my bad. It's the only one that's hand loose, and all the other ones are solid, so I think that is what our issue was. Alright, now bottom end inspection. It's kind of funny to say a camshaft's a bottom end. So I checked all the lobes. They seem fine. This lobe right here should be for the fuel pump, the mechanical fuel pump, then intake, exhaust. But right here, this lobe, I'm not sure what this lobe is for, and it is obviously irregularly rounded. It looks like there's a little bit of bluing right there too. So that's a little suspicious. So maybe this cam lobe right here might be our problem child, but honestly I'm not sure what that's for yet. I'm not that worried about it. I'm just going to set the cam over here for now. And now we're actually going to start tearing apart our crankshaft. I did feel the rods on the crankshaft, and obviously you can tell, like, they're fine. They're moving and whatnot. But there's a little resistance, but I'm not too worried about it. But we're this far, we're probably going to fully rebuild the engine anyways. Let's just pop these johns off and just see what these bearings look like, even if these have rod bearings, I'm not sure. So this should be the back cylinder one we're taking off right now. This is the front, I could tell because of the actual teeth here. The teeth are on the front side of the engine. All right. Caps on there a little tight. Sometimes these guys are just, doesn't matter if it's a Honda engine or a Kohler. There we go. Okay, so I can tell right away here, these don't have journal bearings. That's to be expected. You could tell that there is some wear there. I wouldn't say anything too catastrophic, especially, you know, this is a lawnmower engine. It's, even if it was worn, I wouldn't be that worried about it. Always keep your caps together with your rods. Yeah, some wear there again on the engine, but nothing super fine or super bad. Oh, very fascinating. Alrighty, folks. Now I'm really confused, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. So we're at kind of an interesting plot twist here. So the reason why I thought this was interesting is I was under the belief that this was a first series engine, not a second series. However, I just realized it's a second series because of the plastic oil pump gear, as well as the oiling in the crank here, which would obviously explain why the bottom end didn't seize up. But I think our issues were the valves. So this engine can mow on hills, actually, even though it supposedly can't, because that's why it blew up. I don't know, but that's weird. This is a Series 2 engine, or at least it has a Series 2 bottom end. So that's very nice. Anyways, I think I'm just going to reuse a lot of this stuff, actually. I mean, why not? Everything, I guess I could take a caliper out and see if everything's in spec, but at the end of the day, boys, this is just a lawnmower engine. Pop this guy off, see if we have any other weird indiscrepancies. Again, this is very weird. Yep, they both look fine. Nothing wrong at all with the crank here. No significant scoring. All the teeth are there. None of them are eaten up. Obviously there's some scoring here, but you just get that. Yeah, there shouldn't be anything wrong with this engine besides those valves that I found sticking up. So this engine might just get reassembled and she might be good to go. Anyways, folks, no, I'm not a communist. Just had this hat since middle school, and it is really comfy. I've had it for like 15 years. But anyways, I'm just going to try and figure out what exactly is wrong with this engine. I mean, obviously nothing is wrong with it, besides maybe that cam, so I'll be looking into that tonight. But otherwise, I might just fully reassemble it and run her as she goes. And once I'm done working on this lawnmower here, I'll be working on that lawnmower right there. For you, Dalton, I know you're watching this video, and if you're not, what a terrible friend you are. Yeah, you can tell it's cold out here, so I'm gonna go in, spend some time with the lady, and then go work third shift because I hate my life. You guys have a great rest of your day. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out, the algorithm, and y'all have a good one.